So there's a prophecy in Japan that it's going to be absolutely devastated by a massive earthquake on July 5th of 2025. And this chilling prediction comes from the manga artist Ryo Tatsuki. In her self-published comic, The Future I Saw, she documented vivid dreams that an earthquake would shake Japan to its core. Now, all of these predictions that she's made, it didn't come all at once, but over the course of multiple years. And this wasn't her first prediction to come true. She predicted the 2011 earthquake and tsunami. And in her dream, it was apparently stated that on March 11th, a huge disaster in the form of multiple natural disasters would occur. And it did. Now, why was she right about 2011, but the prediction of July 5th, 2025 didn't occur? After all, so many people around the world and even news stations reported on this exact date.
Folklore, a very chilling manga prophecy. So what's coming may not just be another quake, it could be the one.
Never in my career have I seen this much fear over an earthquake prediction made in a manga.
So this is the book that's predicting a massive tsunami hitting Japan.
我手中嘅呢本漫畫，相信大家都未必。
Well, according to Ryo Tatsuki, there were two main reasons people just weren't aware of. So she has stated that July 5th was just the time when she had that prediction come to her in her dream. And the second reason was because her publishers decided to make it more sensationalized than what she actually saw in her prediction. So while July 5th has come and gone, Japan may not be out of the woods yet, as she did foresee a major natural disaster happening in Japan in July of 2025. But then July of 25 came and went, and still no devastating disaster occurred. But why was this? Well, today we uncovered the potential reason of what really happened and why Ryo Tatsuki's prophecy wasn't fulfilled. So if you're interested in knowing why, then please smash that like button. Okay, so this is the strange thing about prophecies. Have you ever heard someone say, this will definitely happen? Maybe it was about the weather, a sports game, or even a prophecy. A prediction about the future. But sometimes those predictions don't come true. And why is that? How can something a seer says will happen in the future turn out to be wrong? Well, let's imagine the future is like a big twisty river. When we look at the river from far away, we can see some parts clearly, like the path it might take. But as we get closer, there are many bends, waterfalls, and branches, and so many different things we can't see from a distance. The river can change because of these small things: a fallen tree, a rainstorm, or animals making new paths. The future is kind of like that river. It can change because of many things that happen every day. Now, a prophecy is like someone trying to look down at the river and say, here's where the water will go. Sometimes they're right, but sometimes things change and the water goes a different way. So with that being said, here are 5 reasons why Ryo Tatsuki's prophecy didn't happen. Number 1, the future isn't set in stone. Imagine you're playing a video game and you make choices. You can go left or right, pick up an item or not, talk to your character or ignore them. Each choice changes what happens next. The future works in the same way. The choices they make, all of this changes what happens later. So, a prophecy that says something will happen might miss that people can change the story just by their actions. Reason number 2, people can change the future. And this is really important. Sometimes when people hear a prophecy, they might work hard to stop it from happening or to make it happen in a better way. In the case of Ryo Tatsuki, since she said, there will be a devastating natural disaster, people might have been preparing by buying supplies or staying inside, and because they prepare, the natural disaster might not cause as much damage or even occur at all. Now, this shows that prophecy can change because of what people do. The future isn't just something that happens to us, we all help make it. Reason number three, prophecies are sometimes based on what we know in the moment. Because when someone makes a prophecy, they usually look at the world as it is right then. So, whether it's the weather, people's behavior, events happening around them, the world is always changing. So, new technology, new ideas, or unexpected events can happen that no one else saw coming. And because of that, a prophecy made yesterday might not be accurate the next day. It's like trying to guess what the weather will be in a month. Meteorologists do their best, but it's impossible to 100% know for sure. Reason number four, prophecies come from feelings or dreams. Now, sometimes people have strong feelings, dreams, or visions that feel like they show the future. But dreams can either be confusing or symbolic. They might not show exactly what will happen, but instead show feelings or warnings. So, this means that a prophecy from a dream might need to be understood carefully. And it might not happen exactly in the way someone expects. And number five, time is like a moving target. Now imagine throwing darts at a moving target. It's so much harder to hit than a still one. The future is kind of like that moving target. It's always moving because new things happen every second. So predicting exactly where the dart will land is almost impossible. But what can we learn from this? Now, not all prophecies are about predicting exact events. Sometimes they're stories or messages meant to teach us something, like being kind, careful, or brave. Even if that exact event doesn't happen, the prophecy can still be valuable because it helps us think and act better. And even if prophecies don't always come true, they can still be important because they remind us to pay attention, to prepare, and to think about what we want for our future. And the most important thing is this: you have the power to change the future. Your choices, your actions, and how you treat others can shape what happens next. So instead of just waiting for prophecy to happen, you're actually a part of making that future a reality. And sometimes when a prophecy doesn't come true, it's not because it was fake or wrong, it's because people listened and changed the path. And in the case of Ryo Tatsuki, we may never exactly understand what she saw in her dream or if her interpretation was the correct one. But we do know how people reacted, not with chaos or with hate, but with calm, with care, with compassion. No disaster came, but something did happen. People changed, even if it was just a little bit. And you know what? Maybe that's the whole point. That even though no devastating prophecy or disaster struck Japan, people were thinking about how to prepare, thinking about their loved ones, thinking about how much time they had left and how they want to live their life. And perhaps in the end, that's all we can do. Live our lives the way we want to be remembered. But what do you think of all this? Let me know in the comment section down below.